At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please rise if you're able and move your hats, caps, and helmets for the playing of O Canada.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome inside Cole Harbour Place for this U15 major matchup between the visiting Wearwell Bombers and the home team, the SANY Harbour Rage. My name is Matt Dudelay for High Button Sports. I will have the call for you here this morning. It's a pleasure to start my day with all of you at home right now. Hopefully you've got your coffee in you by this point. As the Rage took 11-0 W last night over the Western Hurricanes, and the Bombers lost a close one to the Bedford Bandits, 4-2 with an empty netter. We're just about underway now. We'll get to the starting goaltenders here in just a moment. As McDonald's going to fire that in deep. It's going to get in behind the starting goaltender now. Garrett Janes for the Bombers, number 40. And down in the Rage crease, number 60, Colby O'Shaughnessy. Getting the nod here after Sullivan Sherry put up a goose egg last night in the game. So the Rage hopefully didn't score all their goals for the weekend in last night's game. And the Bombers looking for retribution here on the weekend as they took a loss last night in a close game. McDonald's going to pick this up here for the Rage. He's going to work his way through center. Tries to leave that there. Now Lewis is away. He's got Cohen with him. Lewis 2-on-1 with Cohen. Just out of his reach. Cohen shot there, and that just goes wide. A good opportunity there on the odd man rush. It's Mr. Grady Cohen, a representative for his team in the showcase that was held just right here, folks. He's a friend of the show, if you will. Now Welsh turns and fires that. That's fanned on. It's going to stay inside the zone now. It's going to be pushed through center ice. Now McDonald's going to pick it up. Good job by him to take that extra step and get the red line. That's going to be pushed in behind. It's rimmed around now. Lewis is away for the Bombers. Cohen had that taken off his stick. Kidd down the left side, Nate Kidd. Opportunity, moved into the middle. Shot there off the post there as that one beat James, but couldn't beat the iron. It's a good first shot there from number 87, Nate Kidd. Now he's going to get the puck back in behind the net here once again. He's going to cut back and go the other way. A little pep in his step here this morning. Pass out front for Delory. Delory shot that. That hit a stick. And off the Bombers go in transition is McIntosh. He's got Swain with him. Swain in there on the forecheck. Cluett gets run into by Swain. Now back into the neutral zone here is Cameron. Jack Cameron is just going to fire that cross corner dump. Scotland's going to swing across and grab it and get him behind his own net here. He's got Tucker on him. McIntosh is going to try and funnel him out to one side. Now Delory's going to pick up that rim. He'll work down through center. He's going to get the red line and get it deep and head for a change. Bombers are going to have an extra second here to break out. There's a cross ice pass there for McIntosh right on the tape. And over the line, shot there. Glove side, that goes wide. That one exits the zone. So the old shot breakout. His partner pass by the Bombers. Williams going to go back to his partner on the anchor there. Good job from afar. And now a shot from afar off the blocker of O'Shaughnessy and up and out of play. Looks like the Rage are going to be without Zach Olmstead and Ethan McDormand here this morning. Not sure the exact prognosis, but you can see them down there and behind the glass. So they'll look on here as face off to the right of O'Shaughnessy is taken by the Rage as they'll get it just out into the neutral zone. Morris is going to lead with the stick, make sure that that partner pass can't get through. Now it's going to be worked back up the left side, back through the neutral zone. Liam McKnight down over the blue line. He shoots there, blockered away by Janes. That rebound goes into the corner, and it's chipped off the wall now. Out through center as it gets by Perry. Welsh, a late addition here to this ice surface as he came from the bench. So he's going to pick that up, fires it across for Morris. Morris is going to pick that up on the stick. He's got Hayden on him. Morris going to take a little bump there from Tanner Hayden, but he gets the puck in deep now as Welsh gets there as the forecheckers. Baldwin comes in from the bench as well. Right underneath the booth here. Always a tough time to find that puck now as Hayden gets in. Hayden in the left corner to the backhand. Fired out front looking for Sim. Sim gets it. It's pushed off now as Welsh. Runs into his man Williams there just in front of the Rage bench. Now O'Shaughnessy gets a deflected shot on net, but he makes good with that one. Now as that pass through the middle for Baldwin. Baldwin had McLennan on him. Welsh fires that into an area for Baldwin, looking to get that area pass. He just out of his reach now as it comes back to the point. Fired on net. Doesn't quite make it there for McDonald's. Welsh is with it now. Welsh faked to the point. He's going to keep it low. Baldwin down there, but it had bounced off his stick. Baldwin, a 6-point night last night. Welsh there, shot. James thought he had it in the glove, but he kicks it out with the pillow. Now good job by Scotland to hold the zone. He shot that, and it was blocked by Baldwin. Unintentionally there. Obviously, you're not trying to block your own shot, but good traffic in front nonetheless. Now Scotland's going to work it over the line. Shot there, blocker save. That one had some eyes, as you could see some net there, but James blockers that away as the puck stays inside the Bomber zone. That's going to be rimmed around. McDonald just at the last second came out of the zone. So the Rage are going to have to regroup here. The Bombers will have some time to break out as the Bombers just going to send that the length of the ice so they can get a full sail change, and the faceoff's going to come back down inside the Bombers zone. 10:48 left to go here in the first period. Possession held here off the draw. Kidd will throw the body down there in the corners. The puck escapes out in the neutral zone. Hillier, the last man back here as Morash joins him. Hillier tried to clear that, but Swain knocked it down. Good hand-eye there. Now as he centers it, opportunity shot there and scores. Bottle popper. And the Bombers take a 1-0 lead. Off the stick there of McIntosh. Just a bouncing puck that finds the stick of the Bombers in front of the net. And they make no mistake here as they'll take a 1-0 lead here early. So Captain McIntosh leading the way here for the Bombers as he's going to take that puck off the face-off again. It's McDonald now. Arms up on Swain, but McIntosh again down in the corner. He's going to go back to the point. Shot through a crowd there. O'Shaughnessy kicked that out. That shot off the stick of Anderson. Galance is going to chip that out into the neutral zone. Welsh is going to give chase, but Anderson's going to get there first here for the Bombers as he's just going to wheel it. He's upended. Play continues. Baldwin looking for that loose puck, but it's going to be picked up by the Bombers inside their own zone. Now a turnover here is Welsh. Fire that in the corner. Baldwin, he takes a bump. Centering pass there looking for Gallant and just out of his reach as that was destined for the back of the net if he got a piece of that one. McDonald gets a piece of that, and fortunately for him, Hayden was there and got a piece of that, or it may have been icing. The Bombers here, pretty easy breakout as they get up ice over the left side. Drop there. Now Chapman Beliveau down over the left side. He's got a good head of steam here as he's bumped off the puck, but it's in his feet. Now he's whacked there from Hayden from behind, and that's going to be a penalty here to the Bombers. It's going to be an interference call, so the Rage are going to go to their first power play here this morning. The old open ice hit from behind goes down as an interference. Scotland across for Welsh. PP1 out here for the Rage. Scotland for Gallant. Gallant shot there. That rebound is kicked aside. Now as Baldwin's going to go back up top to Scotland. Scotland cross ice for Welsh. Welsh through a seam looking for Baldwin on that left side, and now he's upended down there in the corner, and a cross check sends Baldwin to the feet. Good job by Cluett to get in there and help out Scotland gonna hold that puck at the line. He's gonna go cross ice for Baldwin, top of the circle. Baldwin's shot there, that was tipped and up into the netting and out of play. 8:40 left to go in the first period, so 15, 20, 20, but you're watching your son or family member play, you're well aware of the situation with the periods, but part of my job to keep you informed up here. So the face-off now taken by the Bombers. That's going to be sent the length of the ice. O'Shaughnessy's just going to play that on the backhand there and leave it for Scotland as he waits for his Rage teammates to get into motion here for the PP breakout. As now Scotland fires across ice, tape to tape for Welsh. Welsh is going to get inside the zone and set up. And he'll leave it up top for the captain, Scotland, who's being pressed hard there. He's going to have to be careful as fires that back for Welsh. Welsh has got Gallant with him. Back over to Scotland. Scotland, opportunity at the side. Now he fires it for Baldwin. Baldwin tries to go cross ice. Scotland, good job there to read that off the wall. Now he's just going to take a slap shot there, and Jane's got a piece of it. The clearing attempt is fanned on here as Baldwin has it in his feet. Now they're going to have an opportunity, but that doesn't get out of the zone. 35 seconds left here in the man advantage. Baldwin up top for Scotland. Scotland one-time shot. That was blocked, but the rebound is picked up here by Cluett. It's Cluett through the middle for Welsh. Welsh to the right point for Scotland. Scotland's going to walk in. He shoots through a crowd. That's blocked by McKenzie. Rebound there, but Gallant got a stick on it, but ran out a little bit of space and time there as now Baldwin will pick up that loose puck as he turned to try and use his body, and now it's going to be sent the length of the ice. So the Rage are going to go for a full sail change here, except for Scotland, who's going to go back and retrieve that puck. As Kidd will join in. McLennan is going to be F1 here for the Bombers as he eases off, and now McIntosh will slide in. Scotland, cross ice for Delory as they work down low. So we're back to even strength. Puck stays inside the Bombers zone here. Good pressure to continue post power play here for the Rage. But the Bombers are going to take that puck and head north. McKenzie, nice move under the stick there. He's in all alone to the backhand there, and O'Shaughnessy read that perfectly as he tried to go short side. And a big save there from number 60, O'Shaughnessy, as that puck is sent the length of the ice. Icing waved off right away as Delory's in on the forecheck. Had to be careful there, almost got his stick in the feet there of Anderson, as now Morris had that in his feet. Morash going to pinch through. Good job by Morash there as he kept the puck inside the zone, but the Bombers are away. Now is Cohen. Down the right side, he's going to look for his options. Cohen scans, and he's just going to fire that at the net, looking for a rebound, but it's smothered up there by O'Shaughnessy and hung on to. 6:25 left to go here in the first period. Thank you very much for tuning in. We love spending our Sunday mornings with those of you at home that are unable to make the game. So face-off's going to stay inside the Rage zone here. 1-0 lead for the Bombers. 7-6 are the shots in favor of the Wearwell Bombers here. A pretty evenly matched game here so far. That puck gets by Chapman Beliveau. Hillier is going to fire that off the wall. Good job by Liney there to get out of the way of that. Now is Kalita. Fires that cross ice. McKnight. He's going to take a bump there, but he's going to get it in deep. He chipped off the wall. It's at the right side. McDonald's going to hold the line, but now it will exit. Swain was right there. Good job by McDonald to escape that forecheckers. That's going to go back inside the zone. Icing waved off. Anderson back for the Bombers. So he's just going to wheel it around, but good angles there from McKnight as he forced him up the wall and gave him no other option. The puck will escape. So now McKnight's going to get that just inside the blue line. Kalita gets a stick on that centering pass. As the Bombers fire through the middle now. Swain, nice one-touch pass for Tucker just through his feet. As Chapman Beliveau will swing that back for McDonald here for the Rage and behind his own net. He's going to leave that there for Kalita. He heard footsteps there, but somehow gets the puck out of the zone. Through the middle now. McKnight tries to make a move there. Had it poked off his stick. Anderson on him. He throws a hit. Chapman Beliveau in to help out, but the Bombers are going to rim it around the other side. That's going to be chipped up off the wall. Scotland had that one get by him. Hayden's going to pick this up here for the Bombers. Hayden in all alone. Now an opportunity shot there, and he scores. Tanner Hayden, 2-0 Bombers. A good burst of speed. And the last guy you want to be giving the open ice to is Mr. Tanner Hayden, the leading scorer here for the Bombers. And just like that, the Rage are down 2. So 5 minutes, 1 second left here in the first period, and the Bombers have a 2-0 lead. Welsh is going to flip that through. Hayden has that in his feet. He's going to leave that there for Ewan Sim. Sim under the legs there. Scotland didn't want any part of that. Now it's going to get in on O'Shaughnessy, and he's not going to take any chances with the black jerseys swarming the crease. So Hayden unassisted. The old solo effort and a good flash of speed from him, as he was as well a representative here for this Bombers team in the showcase that took place earlier on in December, as that got deflected on its way to the net. But O'Shaughnessy there to make the save. Now as Gallant leaves that there for Welsh. Welsh down the right side. He's got Cameron on him. Cameron's going to come away with that puck. Swung around to the other side for Hayden, the most recent goal scorer here. Now Scotland's just going to fire that at Janes, and looked like it kind of surprised him there for a sec, but he'll have no trouble with that as he'll hang on. Some smiles going to the bench there. Some words being exchanged at the bench. Probably wishing each other a happy new year, if I'm guessing. Haven't seen each other since the start of the season, at least here on home ice. Lots of action once again here on the High Button Sports channels as McLennan, he was in a 1-on-2 there as Kidd came back to help out. Now he's just going to wheel it. Nate Kidd down the right side underneath the booth. He's got a good head of steam in over the line now. An opportunity shot there. Janes had a hard time with it, but the rebound comes free. And a good rush there from Kidd. As like I stated earlier, a little bit of pep in his step here this morning, and that is a very good tool to have in the game of hockey for sure. This line will stay out here. Cluett, Kidd, and Delory with Morash and Scotland out there. Williams comes through on the face-off, and he'll pick that up, but McKenzie's going to grab that. He's going to fire that up half wall. Nice touch there through the middle for Cohen. Now Lewis in all alone. Lewis to the backhand shot there, and a save from O'Shaughnessy, and that's a big one there. You don't want to give up that goal here as you're already down 2. But a good opportunity there for the Bombers is now Kidd. He's got numbers with him. In over the line. He's just going to fire that. Blocker save. Janes up over the net. Delory goes in for the hit, though, and he's pushed off the puck. Now Kidd in behind the net there. Had that poked off his stick as McKenzie's away. And Kidd lost a stick, and now he's going to be penalized here as Cohen picks it up, and he is not going to be happy about that as Janes back to the bench. The Bombers able to get the extra attacker out now. So they're going to fire it back for Cohen. Grady Cohen through the middle of the ice. He has a lane. He gets in over the line, very close to being offside, but the linesman right there on site. And now the Rage will touch up, and the Bombers will go to their first power play here. So tough break for the Rage, down 2, and now they're going to have to kill a penalty here with 3 minutes left in the first period. Face-off now down to the right of O'Shaughnessy. Chapman-Beliveau comes through on the face-off, but it's held in by Cameron. Cameron's going to make a move down the right side. He spins around and forces the defenders back into an area. Now it's going to be touched up on the offside. A little bit of hesitation there from Cameron. And I know as a former player, it's tough to just allow that puck to sit there when you're right beside it, even though you know it's offside. The linesman feeling in a giving mood here this morning, so he'll keep the face-off just outside the Rage line where it could have easily went back to the other dot. The Bombers are just going to swing it back and try and get revved up here for the power play. Not sure how I forgot that word, but McIntosh back to Sim. They're going to get set up now. Cameron at the middle of the blue line. He shoots that through. No traffic as O'Shaughnessy. Good rebound control there as he deflects that one up into the netting, and that's one of those drills that you see the goalies work on lots, especially at the younger ages, is those low shots and push that stick to deflect that up and out of play. And that is much better than the alternative, which is the puck landing in the slot area for a rebound. It's now Gallant and Hayden in on the draw. Hillier tried to get in McIntosh's grill before the face-off there. Now Cameron's going to walk the line, goes back to Sim. Sim through the middle for Hayden. Hayden shot there. Glove save by O'Shaughnessy. The rebound comes free. The Bombers regain possession here. McIntosh down low. Hayden in behind. Tries to go to Sim. He'll get it there. Scotland on him. Sim up top. Good hard pass there. Cameron back down to Sim on the right side. He pulls and drags. Scotland out of position now. Sim tries to move to the middle. And Scotland's going to have to hurry as he got tangled up. Hillier's just going to send that the length of the ice, and that is a good job there by Kaz Hillier. Got to send that one 200 feet as 50 seconds left here in the man advantage as the Bombers will swing in behind their own net. They're just going to leave that there for McKenzie. McKenzie's going to wait for his recruits. The power play breakout underway now here for the Bombers. Nice hard backhand pass cross ice through the middle. Lewis tries to go to Cohen, but he gets it back. In the meantime, as now Scotland will pick it up and fire it back down the ice. Welsh is going to get in there on the forecheck. He's going to put a little bit of pressure on McKenzie and force him out one side. Now Welsh in there. He's going to turn it over. Looks out front for Baldwin, and that's picked off here. As away goes Williams here for the Bombers. He's got Croft with him and Cohen coming late. Williams is going to eat some ice. Good job there now as he leaves that for McKenzie. He's just going to walk in all alone. Shot there. Scores. McKenzie on the power play. Wide open at the point. And it's 3-0 Bombers just like that. Well, the Rage find themselves behind the 8-ball early here. Minute 17 left in this first period. One before the end of the period would be great here, but the Bombers just continue to press. So like I said, they took a tough loss yesterday to the first place Bandits team, so you know that they had a little bit of extra juice here this morning. As that pass through the middle to nobody is going to get by everyone. And head down here into the Bomber zone here. Minute 3 left to go.
6-1, 6-5. That's 7-8-9-3, 6-1, 6-5. If this is your ticket, head on up to the financial stable to claim your cash.
Face off one here by the Rage. Rimmed around for Cluett. Last minute to play here in the first period. Brought to you by the Vault. A shot there. Janes will kick that out. Rebound comes free. Kidd now opportunity. He's upended. Play continues. He's back to his feet now. Swain picks it up. He's going to fire it across for Anderson. Anderson gets pushed off the puck there. It's now Cluett. Tries to go through the middle to Kidd, but too many Bombers jerseys in the way there. Cluett now is going to get that puck. Morash tries to come outside the line, but it's turned over here. Swain. Now they're going to pick it up there. Shot there, and it gets deflected and just goes wide. There's Tucker now in the corner. Delory had that bounce by him, held in at the line, but now it's going to come out. Not sure where the puck is, but now it sounds like it might be in the Rage bench. So faceoff's going to stay outside the zone here with 12.7 seconds. 12-9 the shots here for the Bombers. So 3 goals on 12 shots. Pretty good baseball batting average. And not a bad shooting percentage either. This kid just goes forward off that draw. Keep it away from the net there. Good smart play there as he gets that in deep. 200 feet from the net here in the last 10. 5 seconds left here on the clock. It's just going to be chipped out towards the blue line area, and that will do it here for the first frame. After 1 period of play, the Wearwell Bombers 3, the SANY Harbour Rage no score. We'll be back with second period action here in just a moment. And just like that, we are back, folks. Referee wasting no time here in the intermission. He wants to get things buzzing right along, so we're back with second period. 3-0 lead for the Bombers. If you're just joining us, Matt Doodley here for High Button Sports. We appreciate you tuning in, as always. McDonald almost had that stripped. Scotland chips that off the wall. Inside the zone now is Cameron, who I do believe is a first-year player here for the Bombers. So I recall doing a couple U13 AAA games with him in them, but that could have been 2 years ago. Who knows at this point? It's Croft down in over the line. Leaves it there for Hayden. Hayden's just going to walk through right down Broadway, but had that poked off his stick at the last second. Now Scotland's going to pick that up. He fires it across for Gallant. Gallant in over the line. Fires that over. Now a shot there. Tried to go blocker was Welsh, but that goes off the end wall and nowhere near the net. So they fight for it down in the corner. Baldwin's going to give chase, but McDonald rims that around the other side. Good pass there. Now back through the middle, turned over. Welsh, an opportunity on the turnover. He's got Baldwin going to the net. He's fired there. Puck comes out to Gallant. He tried to bat that in. Bo Bichette it into the net, but he missed it, so strike one. It's Hayden now somehow gets through the crowd one-handed. He's still with it. He's going to walk out around the circle. Nice toe drag there as he tried to get around Scotland, but Scotland had seen enough, and he's going to head north here. So he'll lead the rush. He's going to have to wait for his guys. Leave there. He's going to leave it for Kidd. Kidd over to Gallant. Gallant shot there, tried to go blocker, and that was the right spot, but he just missed the net. And now a 3-on-2 forming here for the Bombers. Cohen, opportunity, tried to go blocker. Save there. The rebound comes free. As O'Shaughnessy got just enough of that to keep that one from going into the back of the net. It's now Morris with it. He's in over the line. Good speed there from Morris. Tries to make a move into the middle. Had the puck just poked off his stick at the very last second as McKenzie's away here for the Bombers. And over the line there, he's going to leave that for Lewis. Lewis shot there. That goes wide off the glass, and that puck is going to come outside the zone now as Williams is going to pick it up. He goes cross ice for Cohen. Cohen picks that up and dumps it in. Hillier's going to take the long route there, so he's going to lose that puck race. But Cluett picks it up, but he had that turned over now as Cluett picks it up once again here. Off the wall for Morris. Morris tries to chip it to himself. Now he's going to leave it there for Cluett and just poked off the stick at the last second, and now Cluett offside there at the line. And that's going to be whistled dead. Now, if the Bombers would have taken that puck into the zone themselves, the offside would have been waved off, but that was not the case in this scenario. So just outside the rage zone we go now. 17:50. New centerman here for the Bombers. Not often you see the centerman kicked in the neutral zone. Push forward. Cross ice for Anderson. Anderson just going to get that in deep off the back of the net there. As O'Shaughnessy had to be careful. Morash is in there. He's got McIntosh on him. Turned over here, but the Rage are going to keep 3 down below the goal line. Up top here for Anderson. That gets over his stick, and that goes down inside the Bomber zone where Janes comes out to play it here. Anderson's just going to pick that up. He's going to fire it up ice. The captain, McIntosh, who leaves it there for Tucker. Tucker. Back for McIntosh, shot there, and gloved down by O'Shaughnessy right in the breadbasket with McLennan on the doorstep. And another face-off here inside the Rage zone. Down in the Rage zone we go now. Delory's going to pick that up off the face-off. He got a weak chip on it, so it's going to come back inside the zone. Perry tried to find Chapman Beliveau, but now McDonald will pick it up here. Cross-ice pass for Hayden. Just underneath the booth here as he takes a bump. As they fight for it now, it's going to be back inside. Now 2-on-1 forming. Sim there, shot. Not sure what it hit, but it didn't make its way to the net. Now as McDonald's just going to chip that off the wall looking for McKnight. It's going to be turned over. And a shot there. That goes wide and rimmed around the other side. Cameron there. He's just going to rip that back in. McDonald runs into his man. Sim down in the corner. Or sorry, that's Hayden down there in the corner. Now McDonald. Hayden picks it up. He's going to walk in to the middle. Tries to go back down, back door to his teammate. But it's poked off the stick. Now is Delory. Delory skate the stick. Now it gets through everybody. As Sim will pick it back up here for the Bombers. Good job by McDonald, but Sim gets through, and it's going to be offside on the play. The lineman inside the zone. So the Rage got to score the next one here. The next goal is huge in this scenario for both sides. Face off just outside the Rage zone now into the neutral zone. A partner pass there for McKenzie was way too hot for him. Now as Gallant tries to cause a turnover, but it's going to be dumped inside the Rage zone where O'Shaughnessy comes out to play it. Hillier there as well. Poked away. Lewis just rims that around the other side as Cohen's going to give chase. He's got Scotland down there who has the puck here behind the net. He tries to fire through the middle dangerously. He's just going to continue on here as Oliver Scotland runs into his own man Welsh, but Welsh will end up with that puck as he takes a bump through the feet. Lewis. Now Welsh is going to pick it back up. Nice move there. So he's just going to fire that inside the zone, but it's knocked down by the Bombers. And that'll stay inside the line, and now it'll come out as Gallant will wheel it around. Gallant, cross ice for Welsh. Welsh fires that through for Baldwin. Weak pass there, so it doesn't get through to him. As Hillier now back up the strong side, just about to his teammate, but now it's going to be picked up by Cohen. Cohen tries to go back door to McKenzie, but McKenzie was heading to the middle lane drive for the net, so it gets by him. So now Cohen is going to turn and cycle that down low. Getting the cycle game going now are the Bombers as they center that for McLean. Now it's going to be pushed up for Gallant. Gallant's going to have a little bit of space. He's got some speed. Gallant, opportunity shot there, and why not get it to the hoop? But James is there to make the save, and mentioned this last night. Nice to see Gallant shooting the puck a little bit more as he gets himself into a bunch of positions with his speed to get some shots off, but sometimes looks for that pass. But the last couple games, we've seen him rip the biscuit a little bit more, and he's been rewarded a couple times for it. So now right off the face-off, Kid, the old sneak attack through the legs and a shot on goal, but Janes, the big man down there in the net for the Bombers. 14:57 left to go here. A late change is McLennan. Brody McLennan will be taken off. The shot there, and Cluett off the face-off. Caught everybody by surprise, including us up here in the booth, as that puck's going to be sent the length of the ice and back down to the Bomber zone. Will go on the icing call. 14-11 shots on goal in favor of the Bombers, so Rage getting some pucks to the net, but they can't seem to beat the goaltender Janes as of yet. Now Kid's going to be relined up. Face-off's won here by the Bombers, and it's going to be shot to the point there. That gets by Swain. Now it's going to be a foot race. Backdoor pass for Swain, though, and O'Shaughnessy had to be careful as he took away that bottom part of the net and gets rid of that puck. Now it's down in behind the net. Kid down there had it poked off his stick. Swain now, good job by O'Shaughnessy with the stick as he took away that pass from the back door. McIntosh, stick lift on Perry. He's going to go back up to the point. Shot there through a crowd. That goes wide. Cluett is going to have to get there. He's going to race for that puck as they go underneath the booth as the Bombers are going to swing it back the other way. Now it's going to go all the way down for icing on the play. Morash stepped up to intercept that, but it was way up in the air, so the face-off once again is going to come down inside the Bombers zone here. 14:07 left to go in the second period. 3-0 Bombers. Like I said, the next goal huge here. You're either down 2 or you're down 4. Pretty easy math for myself and everyone at home here is 3 + 1 is 4, and the Rage score, they're only down 2, so just going to continue to press here, and not a bad game so far from both these teams. Pretty evenly played, but a couple offensive flashes from the Bombers, and all of a sudden they got a 3-0 lead. So Morris gets upended. Now it's going to find out front for Kalita. McKnight in on the forecheck. He's pushed off the puck. Morris down there as well. Morris just going to cut back, try and go back to the net. Now it's going to come outside the zone here as it gets by Scotland. Scotland will retreat back. Will move there, showing what the Super Deaker's been doing for him so far since receiving that down the chimney at Christmas. So Shaughnessy thought about coming out to play that, but he'll just leave it there for McDonald as he takes a bump. Now it's in behind for Kalita. Kalita tries to force that pass up the strong side, hits a set of shin pads. Now McKnight's with it. He fires it through the middle for Morris. That gets by everybody and off Cameron and down inside the Bomber zone. So the Rage are going to go for a change. They got the long change here, which is a big factor as Scotland's going to have to be careful as he's got Hayden on him. Chipped up off the wall. That may have exited the zone, but it hits stripes. So the puck will stay inside. Now as Gallant picks it up, he's got a little bit of space. He's going to work up the neutral zone in over the line. Leaves it there for Baldwin. Baldwin had a hard time with that. Now is Welsh. Going to play that to himself. Into the middle for Baldwin. Baldwin shot there and didn't quite get what he wanted on it. As now we're going to have some extracurricular activity in front of the Bombers net. Face-off will stay inside now. 12:39 left to go here. Face-off won cleanly by the Bombers as they take possession off the draw. Little chip pass from Cohen. Good smooth breakout here from the Bombers. That puck's pushed off right underneath the booth here as Cohen had that stripped. Now Welsh is going to get it. So he's going to work in over the line. He's just going to get that in deep and behind the net now, but nobody there for the Rage as McKenzie reverses it back the other way. Welsh gets tangled up. He's going to fire that back down low. That's going to be rimmed up the left side. Fired through the middle for Cohen. Cohen picked that up, and Morash gets it now. He's going to find the stick of Welsh. You see that's tipped. Baldwin in on the forecheck. Almost turned it over. As now Morris came in with the big swoop and a 2-on-1 forming here for the Bombers. McKenzie with Cohen. McKenzie elects to shoot. And now McKenzie is going to be penalized for slashing on that late whack on O'Shaughnessy as the ref called it right away. And, you know, if that puck's on the ice and it's covered up and he whacks at it, that's one thing. But that puck into the chest area is a whack. Now it's going to be 5-on-5. Looks like Welsh is going to be penalized as well for taking down McKenzie after the whistle. So Stripes having none of that here in front of the net. He'll nip that right away. Once again, a good crowd here at Cole Harbour Place for this Sunday morning game. First game of the day here for High Button Sports. This kid's going to get that off the face-off. He leaves it for Cluett. Cluett fires it for Delory. Delory, nice move there. Almost gets by Anderson. So slashing and roughing, the calls. The puck can be turned over. Cluett holds the line. Kidd, nice move into the middle. Backdoor for Delory. Shot, scores. What a pass there from Nate Kidd. Just a quick fake shot. Slides it back toward Jackson Delory, and the Rage are on the board. 3-1 Bombers. Very unselfish play there as he had the opportunity, like I said, to rip that puck in a scoring zone, but he saw the open man, and just like that, they cut the lead to 2. So as we mentioned, a big goal there. The next one was huge, and it means a little bit more for the Rage here. So now Scotland's just going to take that off the draw. Didn't see the lane that he wanted. So now he's going to fire that cross ice, looking for Cluett. Cluett. So Delory's third of the season. Now Kidd with it out of the corner. He's going to try and fire that back door for Cluett. Now he's just going to fire that off. Gets tipped.
Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 39 seconds. That's Delory from Kidd and Cluett.
So Delory from Kidd and Cluett. Now Perry's going to get that off the wall. Good soft chip there, looking for Kalita. Now Chapman Beliveau gets a stick there. See, there's exactly what we were talking about earlier, and that puck rolls through the crease for Kalita and just had an opportunity. You lead with the stick and you disrupt some pucks out there, and a good job there as Chapman Beliveau. Stick on the ice, leads with it, causes a turnover now as Scotland takes a bump in behind his own net. Cross ice pass for Chapman Beliveau. Not on the tape, so that puck will come back into the neutral zone. Is Scotland with it. Scotland leaves it there for McKnight. McKnight, nice move. He blows a tire. Maybe time to put the winners on here as now he'll get the return pass. McKnight in over the line through the middle. Shot there. James made the save, but had a hard time corralling the rebound. As now it's going to be chipped up off the glass. Hits one of those stanchions down there in the corner. McKnight gets it back. Good shift here from this line for the Rage. As McDonald had that one bounce away from him, but Scotland's back to help out now as McDonald gets, he's got to be careful. He's got 3 black jerseys. Now they're in all alone. Croft there. Good back check from Kalita as he came back into the house to help out and took away that opportunity. Now as that puck's going to be ripped back inside the zone, but the Bombers changing inside the blue line, so they're going to have to take an extra sec here. But the Rage are going to have an extra second here to break out as Scotland's just going to slow things down in behind the net. O'Shaughnessy trying to play a screen here on Cohen. Now Scotland, cross ice for Gallant. Good saucer pass there. Nice move inside the blue line. Gallant going to turn, fired at the net, but it gets intercepted now as Cohen's going to pick it up here for the Bombers. Down the right side, he's got a man coming late. He tries to get that by Scotland. Scotland strong on the stick though. Going to fire that cross ice for Morris. Morris had a hard time with that one. He's pinched off. He's just going to chip that. He's going to get in on the forecheck. Good speed there from Morris as he gets in there to disrupt this. Bombers looking to get out of the zone, but the Rage in there. Oatman in the puck. Morris going to walk out across. Nice move there, and he just gets tangled up at the last second because he might have been off free, but Lewis is away now on McDonald. He's going to work down the left side. Good job by McDonald to keep him in between him and the net. Defensive side of the puck. As now Baldwin had that roll off his stick. Cross ice pass for Cohen. Cohen tries to tie up Morris. Just in front of the booth here, and one of those terribly placed pucks though. We'll catch it much as we can here for you. As Cohen fires that through the middle for McLean. McLean, he might get free now as O'Shaughnessy comes out to swing at that one. He gets it cleared. Down inside the corner. Out front, Morash going to chip that off the wall. Gallant's going to have an opportunity here. He's got Delory with him. Gallant in over the blue line. He's pressed there from McIntosh. Now the puck's going to go back inside the zone, and it's not offside, I don't think, and based on my linesman experience, as that puck was brought back in by the Bombers. But regardless, now an opportunity out front of the net, and they score. McLennan outstrengths Hillier on the back door, and it's 4-1. So I think the ref is having a conversation with Baldwin about the offside, and I think what he's saying is you have to carry it across the ice, so I would have been wrong out there on the ice. But no surprise there, folks. But just like that, 4-1 lead now for the Bombers. Brody McLennan on the back door. McLennan, we had the opportunity to meet him and a couple of his family members this summer at the Atlantics in New Glasgow, as we were down there covering that. So we always love to see familiar faces, and two-sport athlete down there is McLennan. I do remember during the Atlantics, he had to leave the field right away to go to hockey tryouts, and here he is now, as there's going to be a delayed penalty on the play. It looks like it's going to be to the Bombers. So the Rays are going to go to the power play here with 7:35 left in the second period. And a big one here for the SANY Harbour Rage. They cut this lead to 2, and a big kill here for the Bombers as Rage will win that face-off. Scotland across for Baldwin. Baldwin tries to go through the seam, force the pass, but Scotland gets it. Cross for Welsh. Welsh backdoor for Baldwin. Baldwin tries to go 5-hole. Didn't quite get what he wanted on that one, as he just tried to get that one away in a hurry. Now Cluett, good job down there to knock that down out of the air. So he works in, he's going to rim that around. Scotland's going to have to hurry, as that one's just going to get outside the zone. And Scotland looked like he may have started to get ready to dive, but wouldn't surprise me, as Scotland, absolutely no fear of putting his body through anything out there. It's Welsh now. He's just going to cut back. McIntosh on him. Scotland back up to the top, across to the right side for Welsh, into the middle for Gallant. Gallant tries to fire that right away, but it's got a stick on there by the Bombers. It's Welsh now. You're going to have to help out here as Cluett. You got to outman the puck here, especially on the man advantage. Good job there as they come away with that puck. Welsh for Scotland. Scotland going to walk the line. Good job up top there as they switch into the diamond formation, and now they'll slide back into the box. Back up top for Scotland. Scotland down low for Baldwin. Baldwin one touch to the middle. Now it's out in the crease for Cluett, and he just waved at that one and didn't get anything on it, so it's going to be covered up by Janes. But real good job by the Bombers penalty killers. They've switched their formations mid-shift. They start it in the large box, and when that puck goes back up top to Scotland, they move into the diamond formation with that man right up top. But Reid continue to press here. Now his kid on the face-off, Delory. Had that into his feet. Now he's going to hold on to it. So he's going to go back down low for Chapman-Beliveau. Tries to go backdoor, looking for Kidd. Chapman-Beliveau with it. It's going to be ripped off the glass. Perry's going to have to hurry. He's got Hayden on him. Good pass there for McDonald. McDonald had that bounce off a stick. Now it's going to be poked away off the stick of Perry. Hayden down through the middle. Good job there as McDonald had that in his feet, and O'Shaughnessy is going to grab that one and hang on. 24 seconds left in the man advantage, and 5:58 here in the second period. Good rush there from Tanner Hayden. Right up there in the league leaders in scoring here for this Bombers team, as now it's going to be pushed outside the blue line. And good job by the Bombers just to retreat, but Delory's just going to give chase here as they fire that down the ice. Now Hayden in behind everybody. He's going to fire a shot there. McDonald in the lane. Good job by him. Now as Hayden's just going to work down in the corner. Still with it. Stick handling. In behind the net there. He's being pressed. Chapman-Beliveau is going to push him just a little bit from behind as the stick gets caught up now as Chapman-Beliveau can't get free. It's Hayden. Good work down there. Back to even strength we go. This kid makes a move. He's in over the line, still with it. As he goes through the middle. And Croft now, good job by Perry to take away that lane there. That is good defending right there. As now Kidd's going to have an opportunity. He's going to have to hurry. Kidd, backdoor for Welsh and just out of his reach as he was coming late from a change, and the Bombers victims of the late change there, and it almost burned them, but the puck's going to stay out of the net, and away go the Bombers. In transition is that shot in on O'Shaughnessy. He's just going to play it there. Ref had the whistle at the lips. And now it's going to come free. Sim, he's got that. Poked by Welsh. Now it's going to be fired. As now O'Shaughnessy's going to hang on to this one and not going to give this one up, but no, nothing doing on the power play for the Rage. Good pressure, but they couldn't come up with a goal. So the score remains 4-1 here for the Bombers. 4:40 left to go in the second period. A much different looking game than last night. Rage put up over 50 shots. And now they are trailing in the shot department only by 1 here, so not going anywhere just yet. 17-16 are the shots. So the puck's going to be in behind the Rage net now. Centering pass there. It's going to come out to the point. McDonald's just going to turn and fire that in deep. Sim, he's going to be double teamed down there on that half wall. Baldwin in to help out defensively. Hillier in there as well. Now Swain with it. Swain tries to center. He does. Welsh, good job there. He's just going to fire that for Gallant. Gallant with Welsh. He tries to cut back the other way. Goes through 2 checks. Now Morash is just going to fire that. The net's tipped. The rebound there. Oh, what a save by Janes as they dig away at it. As Janes spread eagle with the pillows and gets a toe on that. Granted, not a whole lot of meat on the shot from Welsh as that puck was bouncing around in the crease areas. Now him and Sim will get to know each other a little better out there on the ice. Good aspect from up here in the booth. So 17 all the shots here, but a 3-goal lead for the Bombers is what the storyline is so far. Underneath 4 minutes. Nice touch pass there from Cohen. Good smooth breakout here from the Bombers as they're going to enter the zone. Lewis has got McLean. Cohen in late. Lewis in behind the net. He's going to try and work it up top, and he fanned on it. So the puck will stay in deep. Excuse me there, folks. Now it's going to be turned over. McKnight with Morris. McKnight, good stretch pass there from Scotland, who somehow got up before everybody. Now Scotland with it. He's going to eat the puck, work at the line, centers it across for McKnight. McKnight gets it. He's going to pull it and drag towards the line, but it's going to be held in now by McDonald's. He fires at the net. Morris is going to try and get there first. Puck comes out to Scotland at the line, but it comes outside now as McKnight's going to retreat back. McKnight, good look there. So he looked for Morris, and good footwork there from Liam McKnight as those Mohawk turns coming in handy in that play. That's one of those times where you do see those turns come up in a game. Now his kid jumps on from the bench. Kalita going to fire that cross ice. Morris thought about going to get it, but realized his line mates were changing. So he'll head for the change himself, and in the meantime, the Bombers will ice the puck. 2:51 left to go here in the second period. A goal before the end of the period would really sit well here for the Rage. DJ hot this morning. A face-off here. Try to be pulled on by Kidd. He gets it again, once again, off the face-off play. Now it's going to find Cluett. Cluett tries to go backdoor. Still with it. Now he's going to work in behind. He's upended there by Cameron on the cross-check. Now Kidd's going to be upended. No call there. And suspect a little bit, if I'm being honest, but play continues now as Delory's going to pick it up in his own zone as he rims that around to where he would normally be as Kidd just gets back into the play now. Perry, he'll battle. Good job down there to initiate contact and hit for separation. His Kidd's down to help out now. Picked up by McIntosh. He's going to go back for Anderson. Anderson shot there. That goes through everybody but couldn't find the back of the net as it cycled back down low for McIntosh. Perry with a little bit of a panic play there. Went back up the strong side. Now he's going to have some time. Going to work in behind the old fearful rim to the winger. And if you can avoid the rim pass, that would be appreciated if you're a winger from his point of view. Now Tucker's going to get in there. Minute 40 left to go here. Rage look to get away in transition. Kidd has it in his feet. Has a hard time with it now. Tries to go inside out, but it's turned over. And away goes McIntosh here for the Bombers. McLennan in late as the high guy, but he'll get it back in deep. Cluett will run his man into the wall. It's going to go all the way around to the other side. Brody McClellan here for the Bombers. As Perry with the hip check there. Haven't seen a hip check in probably 7 years. And now Delory, he's going to take a good angle on Cameron. Now that puck can be turned over. Kidd is with Cluett. He's going to have to hurry here as that puck gets stuck on the ice. 2-on-1 forming now for the Rage. Kidd for Cluett. Cluett shot there and a save from Janes and a big one. We could be talking about that later on here. It's a good late shift. 2-on-1 for the Rage. And a good scoring chance now as Morash is just going to step right up on Sim. Hayden tries to get through, but Scotland knew what he was doing. So Sim's going to pull it into the middle. Nice move there. Baldwin back to help out. Last minute to play here in the second period. As Welsh with it. He tries to get it outside the zone, but Croft real strong on the stick. And now Hayden all alone in front. He goes back to the forehand. Runs out of space. Good save there from Colby O'Shaughnessy late in the second period. And they needed that save, folks. As now Scotland's away. He's going to fire that cross ice for Welsh. And the linesman called that offside on the play. 29 seconds even. As Welsh just tried to keep his momentum going there, and Scotland just saw him at the last second, but faceoff will come just outside the blue line now. And now the Rage are going to get a bench minor. So they're going to be short-handed here. So the face-off's going to go back down inside the Rage zone. Not sure what was said down there, but the ref was not happy with it, and he wasted no time teeing them up. Looks like Baldwin's going to serve it here, and Bombers bench loving that. So not sure what was said. Be nice to have a mic down there on the bench. So face-off here for the Bombers. Late in this one, shot there. That gets tipped. Scotland will pick it up. Scotland now with Welsh. Scotland just going to hit the brakes now. He goes back down. Good job by Williams to shadow him. 15 seconds left. Welsh with it, tries to center. Scotland jumps in. He's going to whack away at that puck down there and behind the net as he continues to battle. 5 seconds left. McKenzie with it here for the Bombers. As Welsh is on him. And now that's going to do it here for the second period. After 2 complete periods of play, the Wearwell Bombers 4, SANY Harbour Rage 1. We'll head to the intermission, a quick flood. We'll be back with third period action in a few moments, so stay right here. All right, folks, welcome back here inside Cole Harbour Place for this third period, this third and final frame between the SANY Harbour Rage and the Wearwell Bombers. The Bombers are going to start the third period with 1:32 on the power play as they lead this one 4-1. Shots on goal after 2, 20-19, and we are officially underway as referee Boyce drops the biscuit in the middle, and away we go. A big kill here for the Rays. They got Kidd and Cluett out here with Scotland and Morash. The Bombers are just going to come slowly out of their zone. Cohen's going to pick it up. He's going to walk in over the line. Had that poked off his stick as Cluett's right up there on the forecheck. McKenzie with it. He's going to go cross ice, but that hits the stick of Cluett. Going to go down inside the zone. A minute now in the man advantage. That centering pass for Hayden. He's going to pick it up. He's got a head of steam. He'll go down the ice, left side, down towards the Zamboni doors. In behind the net, though. He's going to hang on to possession. Now Cohen's going to get that. He's going to leave it up top for Williams. Williams going to walk the line across for McKenzie. McKenzie looks for his options. Back up top to Williams. Cluett had an opportunity there to pounce, but just kind of eased off a little bit as now Cohen, he'll take a bump. Puck's going to be pushed out. Good battle there from Cluett as he uses that big frame of his to outmuscle his man and get that puck down the ice, and that'll kill some precious time here on the man advantage, but McKenzie's away here through the neutral zone for the Bombers. McKenzie's just going to make a move right through the middle. Delory back to help out. He's going to fire that down the length of the ice. In behind the net. Picked up here by the Bombers. The way they go underneath the booth here, but it's going to be picked off, and now we're back to even strength. As the Bombers maintain possession down there in the zone. And behind that very well placed speaker. As Cameron's going to fire that towards the net as Delory upends him here, and that gets a nice reaction out of the Rage bench. Sim gets tangled up there. Scotland's just going to fire through like he normally does. Away goes Scotland down the right side. He's got Baldwin. Good job there to drag that foot. Scotland makes a nice move. He'll get in, centers it into the feet there of Janes and sitting in the crease area as Sim gets rid of Baldwin in front of the net. The face-off's going to stay down inside the Bomber zone. Now Baldwin's going to be tossed from the face-off, and incorrect setup from the rookie Baldwin. So now Welsh is going to come in to take it. 3 right-handed players on this forward line. So now that puck just bounces through the crease, and you could probably hear the oohs and ahs from the crowd. It's going to be rimmed back around. Baldwin's going to give chase here on Anderson. Big hit there from Gallant as he takes his man down, and now it's going to be poked off his stick out into the neutral zone. We're going to move that up the side, through the middle, now inside the Bomber zone. The puck's going to be loose here. It's going to be a foot race. Hillier. A good job to get there first now as Baldwin picks that up. He's going to fire that across for Welsh. Welsh has Gallant with him. Down the right side, Welsh moves into the middle. Goes back toward Gallant. He fires that through the crease on the backhand. Couldn't quite get set up. Now is Welsh who's going to walk that line. Fires it down low for Gallant. Gallant a shot there. And that one rims right around the stanchion on the wall as gets by Perry. He got a piece of it there for a moment. Now Perry's going to hit the brakes. Fire that. Nice chip pass for Baldwin. McKenzie runs into him. No icing on the play. Good call by the linesman. There's the Bombers. Fired that cross ice. Hayden. Now McKenzie's going to get it. Cluett's there to meet him. He runs into him. McKenzie upends Cluett as Cluett's going to gather his things now. It's down inside the zone. Hayden tries to make a move. Now Swain with an opportunity. Tries to go back to Hayden, and it's picked off there. His Kidd now in to help out. So he's going to come away with that puck. He's going to work in behind his own net, inside the Rage zone. Works his way out to the ringette line. Inside out, pokes that to himself. Nice move there on Hayden. Oh, and he was almost off to the races, but had that poked off at the last second. But Delory's going to pick it up now as he's run into the wall, as McDonald runs into the linesman as well. Now backdoor pass, Kidd tied up in front. Good job defensively by the Bombers to take away the open man. Now Morash is going to fire that back inside the zone. Offside waved off. Williams going to make his way up ice. He'll get the red line, and he'll get that in deep. O'Shaughnessy out to play it. He'll move it to the backhand. Back for Hayden. Hayden fires that off the half wall, and a good save by O'Shaughnessy as now the rebound's cleared. Morris is going to give chase. He's going to race Cameron. Cameron fires it for McDonald. Morris still wheeling there, and now it's going to be touched up. And it looks like O'Shaughnessy is hurt on the play. Not sure if it was the puck that came up and hit him in the collarbone area, but that was a bullet off the stick of Hayden. So we're going to take a second here. We hope that Mr. O'Shaughnessy is okay, but as we do here at High Button Sports, we will not keep the camera on the injured player. The internet world these days, the last thing we need is something like that out into the world. Just out of respect, but we will keep you updated. So now the trainer's going to be out there. Shout out to Pelvico, the on-ice trainers for this SANY Harbour Rage team, and they travel everywhere that the team goes, and it looks like O'Shaughnessy's back to his feet now, and one of those unsung heroes is the training staff for these teams. Don't get the credit they normally deserve, as now O'Shaughnessy, he's going to fire some water on himself now and try and liven up, but another player on this Rage team with a haircut, is we talked about it with Perry at the Ice Jam, and that clip made its way onto the social medias, but it looks like O'Shaughnessy is going to stay in the game, maybe just shaking up there for a sec, so good to see him back on his feet. This is the rookie netminder having a pretty good season here for his Rage team. Also a member of that Team Nova Scotia U15 that won the Atlantic Challenge Cup this year. So no slouch down there. Now Scotland, he's just going to head north. Very good breakaway speed down the middle. Scotland gets a piece now, and he had an opportunity as he just fired that wide now as Morris is drilled into the boards down there, but he's going to continue on. McKnight, a little more confidence with the puck, McKnight, after a solid night offensively last night, and good to see that from him and his line mates now as Cohen does a good job to get that puck up to Lewis. Lewis is going to get over the line. He stops up, leaves it there. Opportunity here for McLean. So he's tangled up. Scotland's not going to let him go without a fight. Now that puck's going to come outside the zone. Morris going to give chase. Good job there. Lead with the stick. Eliminate that thought process of even going partner pass there as Cohen's going to get it. He leaves that, but McKnight turns it over. He's going to pick it up over the neutral zone. Fires that off the wall. Apologize for that, folks. That one snuck up on me here. Now Welsh is in on the forecheck. He's going to strip the puck into the crease area and just at the last second was hooked. And now the arm goes up. We're going to have a delayed penalty here to the Bombers. Good pressure there from the Rage as Welsh, and he'll draw himself a penalty, and he'll get to stay out for the power play. 4-1 lead for the Bombers. A goal here for the Rage will be massive. Cut the lead in half. With 14:30 left to go here. Now Welsh is going to stay up top. Scotland, Baldwin, Cluett, and Gallant. Cluett on the draw, or Cluett, not Cluett. Now Welsh is going to get that. He goes back cross ice for Baldwin. Now Hayden had an opportunity to clear, but he fanned on it. Now it's going to go back to Baldwin. Baldwin fired that back for Scotland, but Hayden was in good defensive position there as he intercepts and fires it down the ice. Good job by O'Shaughnessy to leave that flat and on the forehand for Gallant as he had that poked off his stick, but Scotland's going to work up ice. He's going to chip it to himself, and his stick, not his stick, Mackenzie's stick, or Croft's stick, sorry, caught in the wall. And now Hayden's going to have an opportunity here, but Welsh back to help out Baldwin. And that was a very weird play, something you normally see in ball hockey. Now is Welsh in over the line, tries to go back down for Gallant. And now Welsh is upended. Sim's going to pick the puck up. Is that stick? Got caught in the middle of the walls. Now Hayden, an opportunity. Shot there, blocker save from O'Shaughnessy, and that's a big one shorthanded. Sim's going to pick up that loose puck. Going to cut back the other way. Centers through the crease, picked up here by the Rage as they head up ice. Welsh. Not a great pass there for Gallant as it gets away from him, and now it's going to be dumped back inside the zone. Perry back with it. Perry through the middle for Kidd. Kidd leading with the stick, showing the option. Now nice move there as he gets inside the line, poked off his stick, but it worked out for the Rage as Welsh is going to pick it up here. He's going to work down below. He's met there by Cameron. And now it's going to come out to the line. Delory touched it for a second. Well, he's going to have to retreat back. Job by McClendon to force the Rage into an area. Now his Kidd's going to pick it up here. He's going to wheel it through the neutral zone. Kidd through the feet there of Sim, but it's picked off. Now it's going to get inside the zone. 12 seconds left to go in the man advantage. And Aaron pass there, picked off by Delory. He's going to fire that up towards the net. James is just going to punch that one to the corner. Kidd throws a hit. Delory gets that loose puck. Back to even strength now, so 0 for 3 on the power play are the Rage as McIntosh jumps back into play. Kalita, little chip pass for Perry. Perry through the middle for Kidd. Kidd with it. Someone's got to tell him that he's being pressured there as McLennan jumps in on him. And now Kidd will head to the bench for a change as Kalita into forecheck. He's going to tie up that stick as Cameron going to reverse it back the other way. Baldwin from the bench runs into his man. Now it's going to go up the wall through the middle. Not sure how it got through, but it does as McIntosh picks it up 1-on-2. McIntosh down the right side just blows right by and had an opportunity. And a good job there by O'Shaughnessy to take away that bottom half of the net as that puck goes into the corners. Scotland there for it. Scotland works out of traffic. He's going to bank that puck off the wall, and it's going to go all the way down onto James, who leaves it there for his defender, McKenzie. The Metro High School Hockey League All-Star game will follow this game. As you see the players starting to file in now for that one. It's Gallant with it. Gallant leaves it for Baldwin. Baldwin ran into some traffic, but it's back to Scotland at the point. Scotland's just going to fire that through a crowd, and James through a crowd will grab that one and hang on. So now the Rage leading in the shot department, 23-20. 4-1 lead, though, for the Bombers, and that's what counts here, folks. Shots aside. Oh, front there, and a weird hop off the end walls. Gallant had that. Now he centers it for Welsh. Welsh tries to fire it. He hits the side of the post. They bang away at it at the side of the net. So now the Bombers are going to get possession. Fired that across. Gallant turned it over. He's going to go back to McDonald. McDonald's going to get the red line. He's going to fire that in deep. Good dump there as you kind of want to get that one just to land in behind the goal line. Now a touch pass out through the neutral zone is going to be tipped all the way down onto O'Shaughnessy. He's just going to cover that up with a player right there, and he'll hang on. If you hear any silence, folks, that's just me not trying to cough into your guys' screens at home. So face off inside the Rage zone now. McKnight ties up his man. Hayden's going to pick it up off the face-off, goes backhand, and got quite a bit on it, but O'Shaughnessy out at the top of the crease is going to grab that one with the mitt and hang on. 10:38 left to go here in this one. Time ticking away here for the Rage. The Bombers just trying to hold on to this 4-1 lead, and a good start is to stay away from your end. So a few offensive zone face-offs. Sim on the draw. Gets pushed to the side. Well, looks like Chapman Beliveau is going to be away with it as he fires it through the middle for Morris. Morris down the right side. He just tries to drop that front shoulder and head towards the net, but he had it poked off his stick as McKnight now in behind for Chapman Beliveau. Morris tries to go backdoor. Good heads up there by Janes as he got a stick on that. We're going to have a delayed penalty here, and it's going to be an interference call against the Bombers. The Rage will go to their fourth power play of the game, 0 for 3 so far. 10:16 left now here in the third period. Big power play. Each one gets bigger and bigger. And now it's going to be up off the glass and into the netting and out of play. So the faceoff's going to stay in the zone. Carter Anderson, 2 minutes for interference, maybe less. As down he goes to the sin bin. Now we're going to have an interesting face-off, but the linesman's going to boot the Bombers player. Good job there to get possession off the face-off as Welsh picks it up. He's being pressed there from Hayden. Now Gallant can fire that down low for Cluett. Cluett down in the corner. He's pressed. Now that puck's going to come out into the neutral zone, probably just enough to get down, but O'Shaughnessy's going to come out to play. He'll leave that there for Scotland. Scotland's just going to swing it around and look for his options. Now as Hayden tries to angle him. Across for Welsh. Nice move there from Scotland as he gets through a crowd. And now it's going to get by Gallant. As it looks like the Bombers are going to press up top here as they know That's where they're going to try and start the offensive power play. So maybe a little adjustment to be made here. Just fire that down low and work from the corner out now as that pass gets off the stick of Baldwin and down inside the rage zone where Gallant's going to pick it up. So over halfway through the man advantage now as Scotland's going to fire that up ice for Baldwin. Now he'll make sure he gets it. Fires that through for Cluett. He'll leave that there for Welsh. Welsh down the right side. Shot there. Fooled everybody. The rage crowd thought that one was in as Baldwin now is going to get the rebound. He's going to fire through the middle for Gallant. Gallant an opportunity. Shot there. Scores. Camden Gallant. Top bunk, baby, where Grandma keeps the cookies, as we call it. And the lead is cut in half. Camden Gallant continues his hot weekend here for the Rage as he puts another one up top there. And when you're a goal scorer and you get an opportunity in the slot area, your eyes really light up, and you can see it from the back of his helmet there. So a power play goal, 1 for 4 now are the Rage on the power play, and it's 4-2 Bombers. So the Rage aren't going anywhere just yet, but neither are the Bombers, so we're in for one heck of a ride here to finish this one. So the power play comes through now for the Rage as they look to get back into this one even closer. Almost turned over. Now it's just going to be sent the length of the ice, and that's going to go down for icing. So good pressure here from the Rage to force another icing call, and the faceoff's going to come down to the right of the Janes. So 9th of the season.
Assisted by number 29, Jack Baldwin. And number 91, River Welsh.
So Camden Gallant from Baldwin and Welsh, 3 names that we've seen together quite a bit this season for this Rage team, and they do a lot of the heavy lifting offensively. And the power play, like I said, comes through for the Rage now as McDonald tried to hold the line. Didn't like what he saw, so he's going to push that back now as that's fired through the middle for Kidd, but it bounced off his stick. Now they're going to loop it back. Good job here. Bombers are just going to continue to push it back on the anchor there as McLennan gets a stick on that. That's going to get inside the zone as McIntosh in on McDonald. McDonald's going to come away with that puck as he fires that through the middle for Delory. Delory, nice little chip to himself through the legs. He's going to gain some speed down the left side. Tries to pull into the middle, and a big hit there from McKenzie. As now Kidd's going to get in there and get retribution right away for his teammate, and that's part of his game physically as Delory's going to head to the bench now. And that's going to be whistled on the offside. The faceoff's going to come outside the zone, so not often you get an opportunity to get a hit right back, but they do there. So the faceoff's going to come just outside the line. So push forward or one back, however you want to look at it. The Bombers now through the middle for Lewis. Good tape-to-tape pass there, but it's poked off the stick as Scotland stayed right up at the blue line. Welsh and Gallant away, 2-on-2. Welsh backdoor to Gallant, over to save from James. Rebound, shot, scores! River Welsh on the doorstep, and they cut the lead to 1. A good initial save there from Janes. And just like that, the lead is cut to 1 here, and a good job there to go to the net for Welsh. And it's 4-3 Bombers. 7:51 left to go here in the third. And once again, the line of Baldwin, Gallant, and Welsh comes through for the Rage. And now the real test is underway here for both these teams. Next goal is massive here, folks. That's going to bounce out. And O'Shaughnessy had to be careful there as Hillier will get that puck. He fires it for Gallant. Gallant protects himself, tries to get the puck out. Now he will. Hillier, soft chip. Just outside the zone. He wanted to make sure he didn't ice it. Now it's going to be chipped through for Welsh. Welsh with Gallant again here as he's going to work down the right side. He's going to fire that in behind all the way around. Hillier's going to have to be careful as he's got Hayden. As now that was Scotland. So Welsh's 10th of the season. Now Gallant's going to pick up that bank pass. He's going to fire that cross ice for Walsh. So Welsh from Gallant and Scotland. 3 leaders on this team. So now Baldwin's going to pick up that pass. He's just going to fire that at the net. The rebound comes free. Gallant shot, scores, tie game. An errant rebound comes out, and Gallant just fires it towards the net. And just like that, we're back to square one. So foot on the gas, using the momentum to their advantage, and Gallant gets his 2nd of the game and his 10th of the season. and it's 4-4, and the Rage faithful are happy, and it looks like the Bombers are going to call a timeout here for 30 seconds. So 30-second timeout, Bombers. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, good time for a timeout there from the Bombers as they seem shell-shocked here, but if we know anything about this Bombers team sitting in the top 6 of the league, they are not going to go away quietly, but neither are the Rage here. So like I said, folks, we're in for quite the finish now. Gallant from Baldwin. In Scotland, so Gallant from Baldwin in Scotland. It's been quite the eventful third period so far now as the Bombers look to get out of their zone. McLennan through the middle for McLean. That gets to him. Morash going to have to be careful as he's got McIntosh on a 2-on-1 here as Morash will just jump right up on him. Puck's going to get in deep. Kidd, he'll pull it to himself. Had that poked off his stick. Scotland there to help out. McIntosh, the captain now, peeled off. Kidd, he's going to be away. Down through the neutral zone over the left side and over the blue line now. Nice move into the middle. Nate Kidd, opportunity shot there. Tried to go short side high and just missed the net there, but Morash is there to hold the zone. Cluett out there with Kidd and McKnight. McKnight getting a few extra shifts here as his play has been pretty good here so far this weekend. So they're going to hold on to that on the half wall. It's Cluett and Kidd in there. McKnight in the high spot. Morash is going to creep right down there. He's going to ease off now as Cluett's got it pinned up against the wall still. Time ticking away here, 5:45. Now it's going to go back to the point. Morash had it in his feet. He's just going to give that away as McLennan's going to get it 2-on-2. Now a 2-on-3 as Scotland's just going to go right after him. McLennan hits the brakes. He'll drop that back down low for McLean. McLean now, Morash is going to find an open man. Puck's in his skates. Tries to shove it in short side there as O'Shaughnessy had the post covered. As now Scotland goes for the hit first, and as he normally does. Centering pass there. Good job defensively by Baldwin to come down and help out. The perfect time now is he's just going to chip that under the neutral zone, and nothing wrong with that as you want to get that out of your offensive zone, or defensive zone rather. Now it's going to be chipped off the wall. Gallant will pick it up. He's going to fire that cross ice for Welsh. Welsh had a step there, but a good job defensively by the Bombers to step up on that. And now it's going to go cross ice for Gallant. Gallant down the left side had that poked off his stick. He's going to fire that in deep. Baldwin in on the forecheck. So he's going to get tangled up with his man, Welsh, in there as well. That puck gets poked by him. 4:45 left to go here in the third. We're in the next goal win territory here, folks, as McKenzie's in over the line. Tries to leave it for Cohen. It's turned over. Welsh down the left side. He's got Gallant and Baldwin coming with him. Welsh through the middle for Gallant. Tries to force that pass, and it's picked off by Hayden, who was back defensively here. He'll leave that there for Lewis. Lewis in over the line. He'll just get that in behind the net. McKenzie around the other side. Wraparound opportunity. Shot there. Scores. Lewis coming in late. And he'll make no mistake as that puck switched sides on O'Shaughnessy. And just like that, the Bombers are back in the lead. Tough break there for the Rage, but that's hockey, folks. One zig, one zagged, and the puck went the other way. Now a big moment here. Now his kid's going to walk in. He makes a nice move down the right side. He's going to go back in, goes in behind the net now as Cluett's going to get there. Back down low. Good job by McDonald to hold the lines. He's going to fire that at the net. That bounces in behind. Morris is going to give chase. He's going to come back out to the line. Perry's going to head back into the neutral zone with it. He's going to look for his options. He'll go back off the wall just underneath the booth as Morris fires it through the middle for Cluett. Cluett tries to make a move, but had that poked off his stick by Anderson. 3:45 left to go here in the third period. Bombers just taking the lead moments ago. Now Sim had that in his feet. Anderson will fire that cross ice. That's just going to get in deep now as Croft is going to get in there, but Perry as well. Now Croft in behind the net. It's going to be held in. Anderson fires that towards, hits the skates of McDonald. Now the puck's going to come outside the line, in behind for the Bombers' defensive zone. As Anderson had to be careful. He's got Baldwin and Gallant on him, and now Scotland out there as well. 3 minutes left to go in this game, as now Scotland tries to go to Gallant. Gallant will just fire it back to Scotland. Scotland looking for his options. He'll go back up to Gallant on the backhand. Gallant is going to walk through the middle, leaves it for Welsh. Welsh down over the right side. Looked like he tried to get free to get a shot off, but he's pressed now. 3 men on him on the one side. Baldwin down in the corner. Gallant down there to help out as well. Gallant's going to walk out of the corner. Looks through the middle for Welsh. Backdoor for Baldwin. Baldwin over to Welsh. Tries to backhand that, but he gets tied up at the last second. Centering pass. And away go the Bombers up ice as Swain with it. He's being back pressed there by Gallant. Now Baldwin had that bounce away from him as Cameron will pick it up now. Cameron with a good head of steam. He's going to walk down. He's going to be in all alone. Cameron to the backhand. Oh my, what a goal there. Jack Cameron, as he walked through everybody. He faked to the forehand, went back to the backhand, and O'Shaughnessy was nowhere to be seen on the fake. And the 2-goal lead restored here from the Bombers. And heartbreak here for the Rage as they worked to get back even. And now they trail by 2 here once again. Back to center we go. Kidd will win that draw to McDonald. Lots of time left. Well, I shouldn't say lots, but time left regardless, as Cluett's going to get that in deep. Delory's going to get in there on the forecheck. Puck's rimmed around. Perry holds the line. Cross-corner dump there to keep it inside. McDonald. Kidd now an opportunity shot there. Delory. Kicked out by Janes. Under 2 minutes to play now as Kidd will swing in and grab that loose puck as he gets upended down there in the corner. Come up to the right side wing for Cohen. Cohen tries to fire that through the middle. Now he will. Opportunity for Perry. He'll just pull that off to the side. Delory chip that. Kidd's going to have an opportunity here. Hey, Kidd, slap shot and a save by Janes as he flashed the leather, as that was at the end of Kidd's shift. And a real good opportunity. And we're going to have a timeout. 30-second timeout. Rage. We'll be back here in just a moment. And that'll conclude the timeout, folks. Minute 35. Net empty here for the Rage as the faceoff will go down inside the Bomber zone as the Rage trail by 2 shots now, 30-26 in favor of the Wearwell Bombers. A big moment here for both these teams. Now Scotland's just going to take that in the corner. He tries to fire to the side of the net. He does. It's out front. Opportunity. They bang away at it. Big save there by Janes. As now that puck's going to get out through the neutral zone, and Hayden's going to have an opportunity here as he's taken down. But puck first, says the ref. So they're going to fire that cross ice for Baldwin. Baldwin over the line. It's going to be offside on the play. Just at the last second as Kidd in just a step ahead. So faceoff will come outside now. Minute 16 left to go here in this one. Faceoff won by the Rage. Partner pass for Scotland, just a little bit behind him, but he'll pick it up now as he's going to get over the red line. He's going to work down the left side, and another offside call. Face-off outside the Bombers' blue line. This last minute ticking away here. Minute 8 left to go. Baldwin on the draw. Gallant will fire that over for Kidd. Kidd's going to walk in over the line. Centering pass. Tipped in front there by Baldwin and just goes through the crease area. Now Scotland fires that through a crowd. Janes down in the butterfly will knock that away with the blocker. Cluett there to intercept that. Last minute to play here now. Gallant, opportunity shot there, and oh, he had a lane, and he had the whole top corner pinned. But James with the big glove save there late in this one, as that would have really made things interesting here, folks. Now Kidd on the draw. We're going to have the centerman waved here as McIntosh, or I guess Williams, got caught cheating down there as Kidd on the draw. He's going to win that. Baldwin right over to Scotland. Scotland centering pass into the crease area. Shot there. Baldwin another opportunity. Now Hayden will pick it up, and he's just going to chip that down the ice, and that may go in, and it's not, just wide right of the net. And that's going to be icing here on the Bombers as we'll go right back down inside their zone. Real good game we were treated to here this morning on this brisk Sunday morning here in Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. No matter how this one ends, it was a hell of a game by both sides. And that's kind of the dream there as a commentator. Now as Welsh fires that through a crowd, that's blocked. They try and clear, they don't. Gallant tries to fire that through a crowd, he does. Doesn't quite make it to the net. Welsh over for Scotland. Scotland, shot there off the crossbar. And it looked like it may have been in, but it bounced out right away as Scotland with another opportunity. He's going to battle at the line. Had that taken away. McIntosh, he's going to fire that into the empty net, and that will do it here as the Bombers will take a 6-4 win here. Or sorry, 7-4 now as that empty netter. And like I said, heartbreak there as Scotland just hit the crossbar there on that laser of a shot. You know, 7-4. Not exactly how this game we thought was going to finish. We're not sure what's going on down here, but there's a discussion of some sort. Potentially a penalty on the board, but the referees are going to have a discussion here. Not sure what about. So 12.7 seconds left to go here. Baldwin will just fire that forward. 10 seconds left now. It's going to ease off as the Bombers just try and pin that up against the wall, and that's 2 seconds now. And that is going to do it here, folks. The Wearwell Bombers come into Cole Harbour, and they steal 3 points from the Rage in a back-and-forth game where it just couldn't get quite caught up here for the SANY Harbour Rage. So a 7-4 final with an empty netter. And that'll do it here for us at High Button Sports. We thank you very much for tuning in on this Sunday morning, and we'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your Sunday.